We are going to start right here on side control. Oh, look at that. Instead to be on my knees, today I'm going to start on side control right here. So I'm going to sit right by my opponent. So now I want to control his arm and his head. All right. So what I'm going to do is my arm goes around the head, and then I'm going to try my best to keep this elbow off the mat. So to help that happens, I'm going to slide my bottom leg forward. All right, so I have my bottom leg forward and my top leg back. And that's my position right here. And now we are going to do a couple of, this is actually a judo hold. In judo, if I hold the person for 30 seconds, you're going to win the fight. And this is a nice way to hold. Sometimes this could be dangerous in Jiu-Jitsu. If he escapes from this position, so he moved his head out, look what happened. Boom, he's right there on my back. So this position right here, you have to be careful. You cannot let that happen. All right, so right now that's going to be easy. I just want you guys to get familiar with this position. So look, so remember, you sit down by your partner, facing the head, and then you go for one arm around the neck, one arm control that elbow. And remember that elbow cannot be on the mat, so that's why you're gonna slide your leg. So you see here how harder is for him to put this elbow. If I keep my leg right there, you know, he can go and put his elbow on the mat. So I don't want that to happen, so that's why I'm gonna slide that leg forward. Sometimes I'm even gonna go and get a grip right here. All right, so look at this grip. Just to make sure he's not gonna go anywhere. He's not gonna free his head. All right, so this is a good option. This is a good option. Also, see, I have two good grips right here. One by the shoulder, one by the elbow. And then you go, and then you start over. All right? 1 and 2. Go back. And go again. 1 and 2. All right? So that's very, very simple to do. And then we are going to start with that today. So get your partner. And if you don't have a partner, let's see. You can get the gi. Put the gi down. Look at that. The gi is on the ground right here. And you keep the arms open. And then this is what you're going to do. You're gonna go, control. You pretend that you're controlling the head. You pretend that you're controlling the arm. And then you go back, and then you do that again. All right? Ready? That's gonna be, let's start first round, and go. Okay, time. So let's see something right here that I see that's, maybe I didn't say. Look at that. It's about the arm. Look, one arm around the head. And look where is, see, I'm controlling the elbow. But look, I'm trapping his arm. See the arm? I'm not doing like this. That's not okay. So here I'm I'm controlling the elbow. All right, but what I want to do is get my arm over, and then I have my hand on his elbow, and then I trap his wrist with my armpit right there. All right, so that's better. But I'm gonna give you guys a break because I said just control the elbow. So I see you guys, some of you guys doing that. No, right now it's control right here. All right, sit up, all the way up, and then you go. Arm in hand. Go back and go. Arm in hand. You see how my arm is in a different position than regular side control? If I want to go to the regular side control, usually my arm is under this arm right here. All right? So right now it's over, but I don't have my knees on the mat. I'm sitting on my side right there. Okay? So let's go. Switch top to bottom. All right. Time. So now let's see what we're going to do once we have that position. All right. So something that you don't want to do is to let the person free the head. This is totally, you cannot let the person on bottom free the head. All right. So I get my position right here. 1 and 2. All right, so that leg on bottom is really important. All right, so right now I'm gonna work with this arm on top. So what I want to do is I want to place this arm straight right here. All right, and this sometimes this is not enough to make him tap. It's very, very uncomfortable. All right, but I need a little help. All right, so what's gonna be the help? My leg. So I'm gonna go push that arm. I'm gonna throw my leg, and then I'm gonna apply that arm bar to this arm. So be careful, be gentle. All right, because now I'm using one arm, one leg, and other leg against one arm. All right. So my first job right here is to break the grip. If his arm is bent right there, that's not gonna work. See, I need to try to keep his arm straight right there. And of course, he's trying not to let me do that. So he might twist that arm that way or that way. Even if he twists right there, that's okay. So look, I'm gonna fish his arm with my heel, and then I'm gonna apply pressure. So this pressure is bring this leg back and maybe lift the bottom leg a little bit to apply a little bit more pressure. All right, so I want you to start right here. Okay, so we are going to go to the position, head and arm control, 1 and 2. All right, so from this position right here, I'm gonna go. I cannot break the grip pushing the elbow. I have to break the grip pushing the wrist. So straight that arm, throw my leg over his wrist, don't let go, keep the grip on the wrist, and then start to adjust. All right, so sometimes I have to lift the bottom leg a little bit. Sometimes I have to slide that leg to be right underneath his elbow. All right, so break and go right here. Don't cross your feet, all right, because you're gonna lose the pressure. Okay, you keep your legs open, and then you're gonna start to adjust that position. All right, you have to do that. But you cannot release that pressure over the neck. So remember that. You think too much about breaking this, and then look, he's free to go. So from this position, that's gonna be tough for me. There is no way that I'm gonna get that submission. All right, so you cannot let the person on bottom escape. All right, look, this one. Be gentle. Two arms, one leg against one arm. So you go really slow. All right, let's go. All right, let's do it one more time. Let's see it one more time. All right, so every detail is very, very important. All right, so I'm here and I get my head and arm position. I'm controlling that arm. So the submission is right here. All right, so I'm going to go. I'm going to control the wrist, and then I'm going to straight my partner's arm right here. All right, and then you see how this leg right here is underneath, close to his, not close to his shoulder, because look at how he can move that arm. I want to slide and have that leg close to his elbow, right underneath his elbow. I'm not gonna, this hand, I'm not gonna let go. I wanna keep this one. I cannot let go and throw the leg over right here, because as soon as I let go of this, he's gonna move that arm back. All right, so here, keep this control. I'm gonna just use my heel, look at that, right here. I'm not gonna throw my knee. Look, I'm not using this. You see how there's no pressure. It's my heel that goes right there on his wrist. All right? Put your heel on the wrist. Press down. Is that ready? Feeling. If the person is flexible, you see how? If I place my foot on the mat right here, look at where is his hand. Behind my knee. That's not going to work. I'm going to go right here, look. Pressure, and then lift the bottom leg, pull the top leg. All right? So let's switch top to bottom. Let's do it one more time. Go. All right, and time. So here, so what happens is, when the person on bottom realizes that I want to get this submission right here, of course, he doesn't want to keep his arm straight. He's going to try to bend that arm right there. So I'm going to take advantage of this. Once the person on bottom is forcing the hand up, I'm going to switch the grip, and then I'm going to control that elbow. Look, I'm going to push that arm across. I'm going to bring my head down. I'm going to have my hands together. So you can get the submission right here. All right. You can go back to your knees and get the submission and squeeze. All right. But now it's try to get one. Oh, I'm about to get my leg over. He's moving. Look. It has to be quick, and then that bottom leg is really important. All right, so here it is. Let go, scoop that elbow, one, and look at my head. I have to bring my head right there on his triceps. Even if he wants to move his arm away, he can't. So look, hands together, my head close to my hands, and then you squeeze. All right? You don't need to switch your base right here. You can be right there, and then you just squeeze everything. Head down, head, squeeze the neck, pressure with the arm and the leg. So one more time. Get the head and arm control. Push that one. He's moving. Oh. Push right there, head down, and then you squeeze that position. If the person is not tapping, you can go to your knees right here and drive your shoulder forward. It's a little bit more pressure, but you can choose. You can be on that position. If the person taps, that's great. If the person is not tapping, go to your knees. Let's try to do that one right now. All right, so this is one way to attack, to get a submission on side control. Remember, that's a little dangerous if you let the person on bottom escape, but if you don't, this is very effective. And then you guys know how to attack that arm. and to attack the neck on that position. What's really important is to put pressure over the neck and not over the chest. So if you put too much pressure over the chest, the person is not gonna tap, all right? The pressure is right here over the neck. So remember that this week is our sit-up challenge, all right? So the goal is 200 sit-ups. So if we spread through the week is 40 sit-ups every day. You guys should be doing your third day today is 120. Don't let to do the last day of the week. So remember Saturday we have that bonus to see how many you can do it. Last week we did 2,415 squats and that was great. And then what I want to do is to beat the number. I want more sit-ups than squats. All right. So keep it up with the good work and see you guys Friday. Bye guys.
Bye.
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 Bye.